swap so that we can make sure everybody's got gets rearmed first. So just up the build supplies once we actually get it built.
Is the ammo just for resupplies?
We got a mortar as well.
So if they're using this to resupply, I mean, I guess it won't take that many away.
My priority is to get everybody a full kit of ammo. I'm still orders just to confirm. Yeah, confirm that.
I'm knowing
that is
because I suck at orders. I suck at orders.
Does someone else want to volunteer to do mortars? Axe, you want, or you and Hero want to do it?
I don't have anything to do it with anymore. If I get a guy who is good, the Hero is trying to do trench warfare, so I know he doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
If I get a guy, when I get people in here, I'll ask each one of them and we'll see.
Well, this is a slow fucking drive.
Alright, I got Stalker. How many people you need? I got one guy.
Alright, so you're gonna be the pop squad then. Top on, you're swapping over to be the swing squad.
I got it. Where am I again? Swing squad.
Alright, so off bat. Hang on. Just start at the top for the moment and I'll swap you.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Top on. Top on, start at the fob. I mean, actually, you're gonna be on the fob
Alright, it's top of the hour, a little bit past, and it is time for another Squad Ops One Life event. I'm your commentator for this evening, Shadowed Ritual. How's it going, everybody? And tonight we have a brand new operation for you, Operation Eagle Peak. Eagle Peak should be a fun one. I've looked over the doc. I'll go ahead and read that over for you in just a few minutes. But it is essentially an attack defense operation. U.S. are defending against a Russian, superior Russian force as they try and hold off them assaulting this high point of Eagle Peak. It is already has a lot of emplacements pre-done here, and it should be interesting for the U.S. to hold this point. How's it going, Vicious, Owen, Devon C? I saw Exoskelly earlier speak up. Mr. Sniper, how's it going?
Dude, this will make a great video.
Let's go ahead and go. But before I go over into more detail about what this operation is, let's go ahead and go over who's participating in this up command-wise. Who will be leading the regular players for the U.S. team? We have platoon lead Sugarheart with his squad leads Top Bun, Axe Gaming 22, Wayne Newton 12, and Clay J. For the Russian team, we have platoon lead Storm with his squad leads Cyclone, Bump, Tebby V, and Bim, you just died. So as far as platoon leads goes, lean slightly more towards Storm. He just has more ops underneath his belt, but Sugarheart is no slouch. He has plenty of ops as command. Squad leads relatively even on both sides, and it's really going to come down to the Russians and how they decide to use their assets to assault this hill, because it is a doozy. You saw me flying around earlier, sort of just looking at the angles that the U.S. could possibly get to sort of block off any Russian assault, and without any kind of heavy asset or mortars, it's going to be brutal for the Russians. And then see if I'm missing anything from them. Doesn't look like it.
One lat, one hat. Everybody get one lat, one hat. No, we got enough for everybody.
So let's go ahead and go over this doc. So that is the map. It is as easy as it gets. US will start at the point, Eagle Peak. Russians will start at Main, and they can assault from any direction they choose. That's really all you're going to get out of the map. Go ahead and drop that. Let me go ahead and read the situation. US forces. Battalion has tasked your platoon to defend a hilltop that commands a dominating view over a large part of the Yehovivka countryside. This hilltop is important for the protection of the vital supply lines between the battalion assembly area and the Yeho airfield, which we've recently captured from the Russians. It is your job to hold the hill until further units can move into the area. U.S. forces got to defend this hill. Specifically, when you're thinking about it, like tactically speaking, they're taking over this hill to protect this road, which is the road connecting the battalion assembly area to the Yehovivka airfield, or I guess the battalion assembly area would be here, and this is still a vital road for the Yehovivka countryside. And that's sort of why the U.S. are in the area. Russian forces. American forces are continuing their rapid advance through Yehovivka and have recently captured the airfield after a hard-fought battle. Command has found an outpost on a hill overlooking their supply lines, and it is critical that we take the outpost and cut off any reinforcements from coming into the region. So this op sort of plays off of, say, another situation where the U.S. have just taken an airfield and they're trying to secure roads and outposts to control Yehovivka in general, and they sent a platoon to take over this hill.
Village.
And Russians need it.
Copy. Hopefully there's enough supplies left for my guys.
Yeah, we're leaving the ammo in the truck, so you guys should be able to rearm off all that shit. Go ahead and get your guys on in if you can.
Listening in, seeing if I'm missing anything before moving on to kits. Doesn't look like it. They're just dealing out where people are going. Hopefully we get a full platoon brief. But essentially the U.S. are going to hold this hill. Hopefully they don't have the full guys on the hill. From my understanding, he's gonna have a guy north. I'd like to see a guy south, maybe two squads south. You can have up to 2 squads on the point proper, in my opinion, just from looking at it. Let's go ahead and go over kits. What will the U.S. have to hold the hill? What will the Russians have to assault that hill? U.S. Per squad have 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic per squad. The platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, is 4 light anti-tank kits and 4 heavy anti-tank kits. If that gives you any indication of what the Russians are getting, they're going to come up against some armor. They get 3 logistics trucks with 1.5k build and 500 ammo. Yes, I know that is not a full logistic truck load. That is just sort of to limit how much ammo the U.S. have to actually hold their position and how much build they have to reinforce their position, because it's a pretty well defended point. They're not going to need too much more, mostly indirect fire shelters, and a couple extra sandbags for some OPs off the point. The FOB itself gets 1 mortar and various defensive structures. Russian assets include 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 grenade and 1 medic per squad. The platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, is 4 RPG-26s, which are the laws, 6 grenadiers, and 1 medic. So they're going to have a lot of assets to dig out the U.S. from their entrenched positions. Vehicles, they get 1 guaranteed BTR-80, 1 logistics trucks with only 500k ammo. They can also choose between 2 options, the infantry option or the mechanized option. Infantry option, they get an extra trans truck and 1 platoon mortar and 2 extra lodges, 1.5k ammo, 1.5k build, so they're going to be able to rearm and use their mortars just a little bit longer. If they choose the mechanized option, they instead get 2 MTLBs with the NSVTs. So, which option would you choose as the Russians? Do you think they're going to choose the extra ammo, extra build, and that mortar to help whittle down this position from afar, or are they going to get the armored option with those 2 MTLBs with the NSVTs? And perhaps I'm going to go over lanes of approach, because this is a brand new op. I'm going to go over which options, like north, south, east, west, which I think are best, which options they're most likely going to choose. Which, just listening to the kits, do you think they're going to choose the infantry or the mechanized? I think they're most likely going to choose the infantry option. That mortar is going to be invaluable for shelling like the center part of this area. They just really gotta hope they have enough guys to guide in the fire. If they gotta have some guys who are accurate with the mortars, because that's really what's gonna make or break this up, in my opinion. The mechanized option can be argued if they chose to come in from a specific direction. If you see it the west, but we will see extra ammo and build. Yeah, I agree. That and the infantry option getting actually the platoon army, they're getting 6 grenadiers no matter what, but having extra ammo and the mortar's gonna be super useful. So that's the kits. Very US sided. The defender's advantage is huge. Not a lot of good angles to approach from for the Russians. It's up in the air. It's a brand new op. Let's go ahead and go over. Has live time been called yet? I don't think so. No. I don't think. Yeah. Are they gonna do a platoon brief? I don't know. We'll listen in if they're gonna do one. Let's go ahead and go over which angles you think they're going to, or I think they're going to approach from. Starting from the north, and we'll go ahead and go.
Do a platoon brief.
Oh, he's going to do a platoon brief. Cool. We're going to get a full platoon brief. We're going to hear exactly what or how Sugarheart plans on holding this point. He 100% cannot have anybody or his entire platoon on the point. It's just not going to work.
Holy shit.
Command.
This is how we...
You have the whole squad. It's just going to get mortared to death.
We're going to get an ammo crate. I got a guy who's funny. He's a
I'm just trying to be clear.
Alright, but I like your...
Where are they? They're lining up for a platoon before Sugar.
Squad, dude.
That's what I said.
You get all the cool shit.
We need to figure out, Stalker, you're going to be in charge of figuring out where to put that mortar.
Hero,
We're about
this
to
your
do
budget.
platoon
You guys
brief,
up
guys.
here and in the trench all lined up.
Look at
I
this.
just realized
Where's
we
the
got
bottom?
a giant
Okay,
pain
can't
to
see.
assault when we switch sides.
As they line up,
Alright, let's go.
looks like Russians are going to come in from the northeast. I'll go over
Everybody
that
pile into the
position
trench.
first, or I'll go over that position last as they go over the other positions.
Nice
I
and
think
tight.
they're going to approach from.
Just don't drop
Look over
the-
that
so tight, dude.
right before live.
No
It's
smoke.
fresh. But let's listen into Sugarheart and check out his
Alright, we waiting on
Turn brief.
the medic.
Y'all seen Human Centipede?
No, watch it.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this started since we got like 1 minute. We are tasked with defending this fob up here. The fob, or the actual radio itself, is in the tent down at the bottom of this trench. If everybody looks to their 105, that is the be-all end-all of our defense. We need to defend that as well as we can. The way we're gonna do that, we're gonna have squads positioned at different OPs. We got one in 013, one in Mike 12, and then one down in True Dove. The squads know where they're going, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. Just remember, guys, if shit starts going downhill, you need to fall back here and take this. Or hold this, and if we lose it, we need to retake it. We got to hold this position. There's going to be mortars dropping, so make sure you're spread out. Keep your spacing. And good luck. Break it out, guys. No room for questions right now.
Yo, we can drop indirect fire shelters, correct?
Alright,
Yes.
question of the day, is this thing
all
mortars?
right.
No questions.
No, I'm...
So
I'm
they're
putting
essentially
in
going to have
indirect
2
fire
squads
shelter.
north, 1
Alright.
squad south, 1 squad on the point. I like that. It keeps them spread out, and it keeps this as a fallback position where Axis is going to have a field day building as much stuff as possible. We have less than a minute. Let's go ahead and go over these positions. I think this southeast approach will work for a limited amount of time. Too much field here. You'd need armor to push through. Good jumping off point though from the southeast. We'll see if they swing around here. On the south, they've got a nice little trench line. Plenty of open ground they got to run through uphill, but they got a nice little trench line to possibly approach. We'll see if they decide to use it. Other than that, the south is pretty barren. Possibly going to need mechanized to come from this angle. The west actually works pretty nicely for the most part. A lot of trees to move up through, but it's just open all the way around the main area. This is why I think you're going to need mortars. In the west, you 100% need those NSVTs here to drop vehicle smoke, or mortars to come in from the west. You're not going to come in from the west. From the north is most likely where it gets the best. You come in from the north, it's got plenty of tree line, tree cover all the way up to the point. You got some defilade to move through. And it is the best from the northeast, the direction we saw that the Russians had marks. I'm assuming that's Russian marks.
Alright, Axe, you go ahead
It
then,
is
guys.
the best. They've got the defilade all the way up. They got plenty of tree cover, and this is 100% the direction they need to come from. Does Shughard's layout favor a defense on the north? It seems like it does, because he's going to harden up 2 squads on the north, 1 squad point proper, 1 squad on the south in Trudov. Trudov, we'll check out that point last. Let's first look at where squads on the north move off to. Please brief the mission, Ali Muhammad. This is Operation Eagle Peak. U.S. are holding the Eagle Peak here. Russians are attacking it. It is a very simple mission. A lot of different ways to approach it. Best in my opinion, northeast. This western approach from a distance could work really well, but you gotta be very quiet and like it's gotta play real. It's gotta play perfect. If you're gonna come in from that southwest. This is gonna be the best approach. Has live been called yet? Did I miss it? Live. We are live.
You got a range, okay? You're gonna just range. You see that hill far to our 255?
Some local comms. Good local comms mean good squad comms,
mean
good command comms.
Landmarks and start ranging it out on your map, okay? Just in case we start taking fire from it, I just want you to be able to range it out. And me and Hero are gonna find how to get his AR.
This is Matt Bob's a fire team lead, taking charge of his fire team.
You can set up nowhere, is what you're saying here? I'll assume that's a nut.
That's a no.
Like that. It's a fire team lead who takes charge of his fire team, takes the pressure off of the squad lead, allowing the squad lead to worry about the bigger picture.
Like,
nice. Good local comms on that position. Let's go check out where 4 is going. Let's go check out where 1's going. 4, 1, and then we'll go check out 2. Red team is just moving out of main. They went with the mechanized option. You see from those NSVTs. Let's check out, this is Top Bun squad. Top Bun in charge of Blue 4. Where do you think he's going to go? Gonna just hang out in the tree line, it looks like? Yeah. This is really as good as it's going to get. It's not terrible. A couple rifling sandbags and you'll be set.
Lad man,
we'll see though.
Mr. Goon, I need...
It's more of a flanking element where they stay quiet, and I think that's exactly their job. They're going to stay quiet, wait for the commitment, and then push in on the rear. Let's go check out 1 who's not pushing out as far as I thought. More setting an OP off to the east. Who's in charge of Blue 1? This is Clay J? Clay J is in charge of Blue 1. I like the idea of taking charge of this trench line, but I feel like this should be part of Axe's squad. So have Red 3 or Blue 3, excuse me, Blue 3 send a fire team here, take charge of this trench line, and then push out Blue 1 to this trench system here. If they can cut off this trench line, I think this will be key. I don't think Blue 1 is pushing out far enough.
2 9 guns up.
Oh, I guess it looks better on the map, but I guess on when you're here, it wouldn't be as good.
We're still getting ready.
Oh man, tell Squad 4 to watch out for boogie nades. Fire team, we'll check it out. Alright, so that's Blue 4. Okay, position as the flanking element. I don't think, well, we'll see. I think Squad 1's in a pretty okay position, but I think this position can be held by a fire team, and the rest of the squad can be pushed out elsewhere. But I understand he doesn't want to get caught out too far. Atom's getting up there. Maybe send a buddy team up. I like that idea. Send a buddy team up here to be a scout. Maybe even you. Look at this. This would be perfect. Send a squad lead. Send a fire team lead out this far at least. They can see everything.
Holy shit, is this a good fucking view.
Look at that. There we go. They send a fire team out here, or a buddy team out here. Good compromise.
This is extremely uphill too. Holy shit.
This is a fire team. Okay.
Yeah, I think as long as we find a bush, we'll be good.
Right, I'm gonna go by this.
Squad 1's getting in a better position. I gotta remember that as being in the sky, being able to zoom around and everything, I can do things much faster, and I want things done much faster. But these guys are on the ground. They're working with limited information. And I'll try and remember to take off like outlines and stuff, so you can see exactly what they're seeing sometimes. But it can get difficult to follow.
They might fix that with the new
Oh, they already got eyes on it?
Unreal Engine update.
Who sees that?
3 weeks, right?
They already see the MTLB.
Dwarf says check DMs to command.
Oh boy.
Yep, get busy.
Already see it. I can't see it yet.
Yeah, I see him 025 on the road.
Yep, there he goes.
Oh, yep. Northeast 030. Looks like they're turning directly towards me. They're advancing directly towards us over the fields.
Alright, they don't have to worry about mortars.
You see them there, yeah?
They're stopping. We'll see if they start to take shots. They're gonna start to dismount earlier. Red 4, red 4 platoon.
Their infantry's bunched up.
We can line up the AR.
They're gonna start mortaring this.
Actually, no, Tara, fuck us up.
Get the AR. Oh, well, what's the call here? Do you take the shots? Do you risk your AR? Because the NSVT will just light you up.
Negative. Not yet. It's still probably.
It's get mortars, right? That's the call? Get mortars on target. Is he gonna take this shot? Is he a hat? Oh, this is a lat, right?
Machine guns, if you need to engage,
make sure it's giving the free fire. Giving the free fire. They're all out in the open. MGs are firing from the NSVT. You hear it? You hear it shooting.
I got an AT shot.
They're starting their shots.
Probably going to be short, but I
They're
can
so
take
far
it.
in the open. Long shot. Really long shot. They're hesitating. People need to shoot. Look at their ups are out in the open. Oh, is this trigger discipline or is this just not firing fire like?
You see all these infantry in the open as 015.
Alright, they're gonna light them up. Get on Viper. You see him?
Get 2 bursts out there. Get 2 bursts out and then fall back.
Cannot correct yet. Keep it going.
Nice. They're lighting them up.
Okay, pull back.
Now red needs to move. Red needs to just keep moving. Don't get bogged down. That was good fire. That's exactly what blue needed to do. The counter to that for red is to just keep moving underneath the fire. Trust that your NSVTs are going to keep them going. Let's go watch them move. Get them going. Don't get bogged down. Don't get caught. You've got cover. Keep moving if you're healthy. Let the medic get you up. Keep moving if you're healthy. Don't get scared.
That's their whole team or no?
Have Stalker start walking those.
See where these mortars go. Oddball's getting healed up. The rest of the platoon is gonna keep moving. Blue need more firepower. Blue needs to to start firing. Is blue 4 firing? Blue 4's holding. Blue 4's holding. I like that. Let blue 4 hold their spots. We'll rotate around a couple positions. Let blue 4 hold their positions until this is fully committed. Once red is here, blue can then commit, or blue 4 can commit on the west. Right now they just need to soak up shots. I still really like one's position. One's still in a really nice position. They can just soak up shots from here. Axe got taken out from 3. Over here? How did he go down?
Keep their heads down.
Red needs to keep pushing. Action right off the bat on this. Blue had no time to get dug in.
Need to go into Oscar 12-38.
Go out for basic. Looks lit. I still really like where one's at. They've got some nice sandbags here. They're just going to soak up some shots. Now, what's the call? Here? Good. Good. What's the call with blue 2? Do they move east? Do they reinforce 1? They can't go and reinforce 4. That's going to be too long. Keep them out of the picture. Can they move east and get around this road? What do you think? Right now, this is where the action is. Oh, not an NSA spy gets shot. Oh no, Fulcrum, you just need to sit there. Just lay low. I don't fault them for this position, but it may be time to fall back. I think it's a good position. May not have been so hot in the end. Maybe a couple more sandbags were necessary.
Yeah,
to really hold that.
Infantry squad in Oscar 12-3-4 right now.
But look at this. Look at the line of red moving in, assaulting from the northeast. Viper on point with Bag of Joe and Psycho Sniper. Who's on point for red? Bam, you just died. This is Bam squad here. Look at them push. Taking shots at oddball. Who's the one shooting here?
Do you want more?
Alright, let's walk those mortars.
We're not. It's me. I'm firing at a slot. Direct 345.
Well, that red team's tactic seems very Russian.
Each barrage, I want them to move one square down.
But they're doing really well. It's look at the kills, 1-2 right now. Russians, US have 1 down. Russians have 2. So it's still anybody's game. Okay, Russians are moving very well underneath the fire. Captain Kush goes down. That's all the long range fire. Once they move up, once they get past here, I'm gonna look down. Once they get past here, they're in the clear. Right here, where Kuba is. Once he gets past this opening, if he gets the rest of his guys in, it seems to be good. Because look at Londarts and his squad. They're already, or this is Bam squad. Sorry, excuse me. Once Red 1 got across that line, they're in the clear. Once Blue 4 gets across this line, they're in the clear, but Blue 1 needs to push in now. Mortars landing. Not in any useful position. Put more man meat in. Keep up the pressure. Keep up the assault. This is working out really well for them so far. They just need to keep up their security. Londart's on left security for him. Gonna take out Fulcrum and Adam. Or gonna be able to counter Fulcrum and Adam if they push in. I like this push. I like the aggression from the Russians. Is this too soon of a push from Blue 4? What do you think? Blue 2's not in position. Blue 4 shouldn't commit just yet, I don't think. Let the red feel safe. Let the red team feel safe before Blue commits. You've still got maneuvering elements so far out of the fight. Look how far out of the fight they are. I can't. Londart's taking shots at Fulcrum. Londart's on the left, Fulcrum on the right. Fulcrum goes down to Londart's. Fulcrum taking shots at Londart's taking shots at Adam, or tossing grenades at Adam. Gonna be very hard to nade him. Adam. Okay.
Alright, Matt, I need you to set a fire team ready to engage the hill that 1 is on. The enemies are going to be up on top.
Maybe if they were a bit more north, they might be able to encircle all the red team. Yeah. Mate? Ooh, they might be in. Blue or red might be moving fast enough. As I go into my map, Fulcrum, Londart's gets taken out by Adam. Let's go check out blue movement on the west. Vehicles are going to be an issue. Hopefully these lads can take care of it, but if they can maintain their position in the defilade, I think it'll be okay.
Command, wait 1.
So, top on Blue 4, pushing east. Can they counter this? Dwarf getting a little aggressive here. I'd like to see a buddy with him if he's going to be out this far. But E-Fang's in position to flank, to counter this. See what happens. Blue 2 still sort of out of the fight. They're anti-vehicle at this point. I say push them north, get them anti-vehicle, push a fire team across. But if they're going to try and cross a road, they're just going to get torn up by vehicles. Pushing a really nice spot here. They need to keep pushing. Mortars have been ineffective this round. Who sends a medic out on their own? Exactly. I think this is Dwarf doing Dwarf. The rest of Blue comes into contact with Godzilla, E-Fang. E-Fang goes down. Godzilla Pro and Salt crits in an okay spot.
Let's see shit.
Let's see shit.
Hey, chip fire.
So really good push by 4. They need to keep up this aggression. It's only 1 at this point. Godzilla. Nitz has fallen back. Salt Crits has pulled back to the red. Blue has committed... oh wait, no, the blue's still here. 2 still out of the fight. Mortars. Danger close. But they need to keep that up. They need to keep up those mortars. Blue's falling back. Blue's falling back, getting overrun by red. Hero trying to hold off the Russian onslaught. Takes out Lord Shanka.
Alright, so currently enemy infantry is moving from one's current position at N13 towards the actual fob. We're seeing contact.
I feel like Red had so much momentum and then they just quit once they hit the hill.
MTLBs are in Papa 11.
Hard to run up such a steep hill. Yeah, they've got really good momentum here. They pushed one off their position. The thing is, they've committed the full platoon here. As soon as these guys got underneath the, as soon as these guys lost contact, they should have started moving. I think that's the key. They could have kept. Okay, they're moving now, but it's a little. It stalls out the whole operation. If they had moved as soon as they had no more sight on blue to maintain pressure, I think red would be able to keep up the pressure. Let me put out the. Look at that. Look, they're all on the back side of the hill.
Try to get eyes on.
Can't see any of them, but they're there. They're there. Almost seems like a Hannibal tactic. Or pulled back a little. I'd like to see where. I don't think they should pull right up to it. Maybe go southeast and then west, or southwest and then east. I don't think they should reinforce directly.
Copy, I'm here.
Alright, we're going back up to the bridge. We lost the halfway squad.
Enemy MTLB audio sounds like it's trying to move up towards the E.
Copy, Oscar 1317.
Justice Grunt's taking shots. Cyclone goes down to somebody. Russians just pushing on all flanks. Blue needs to push in. Blue 4 needs to push in, and so does red. Sorry, blue 2. Mortars out. So far, haven't done much. Who's been on mortars? Stalker.
Shit, they're right over there. North side 5 second heavy contact. Close.
So far, mortars don't hit anything. Almost hit an MTLB. But look how close the Russians are. I think it's within mortar range. Good frags. Take out Bushy Church and Sebi V. Are they going to be able to hold it off? 15 kills for the U.S., 12 kills for the Russians. U.S. up, but they are slowly getting overrun. Blue 2 needs to get in this fight. I don't think they've done anything so far. It's maybe just they've just been so slow getting into this. Man, almost goes down. Top Bun almost gets torn apart by Fish. Goes down to a headshot from Dwarf. What a shot. Dwarf's in an awkward spot here. Squad 2 is having all the fun, right? Being out in the middle of nowhere. But now's the time for them to push in.
Fuck.
Hero's still up here, getting pushed by Zeke and Duke. Takes shots at Oddball. Oddball goes down, gives away his position to Zeke and Duke. No, it doesn't. They don't know any. They're none the wiser. Where do all the red vehicles go? Those aren't tanks. They're both MTLBs. MTLBs have been dismounted. What? MTLBs have been dismounted. One has been dismounted at least.
Down to 3 guys.
Where did the others go?
And we're holding the.
That's good. Check ammo. Make sure everybody's got full.
Where is it? Here. Is it stuck? Is it out of ammo? Not sure. Oh no, the
Command 2 engaging BTR.
BTR is getting engaged by 2. BTR may go down here. They got 1 hit on it. Is it gonna burn out? I don't know. It's gonna happen. What's going on?
False call.
Yep. No visual.
Revy's getting out. Revy goes down. Uzi gets out. And BTR goes down. Look at this. Blue 2 finally does something by accident. The VTR runs into them, and they had no choice but to shoot.
Hey guys, bring your medics in.
Uzi's still alive.
Try to get medics in more central so we can protect them.
So that's a BTR down. Pretty heavy asset for the Russians, taken out.
Good now.
Reloading.
21 kills for the U.S., 14 for the Russians. U.S. pulling ahead. Main assault here on the east. I'll watch this for just a little bit longer, but I'm going to go pull off, watch the main Russian assault. I think... Oh, I don't think he's going to take them out. Let's go check out the rest of these guys. That's 2 vehicles down for the Russians. Who's the closest? Who's the closest? We got Zeke. Friendly fire here. They're shooting at friendlies. They got Zeke, Thor, and D-League. They're going to try and push in. This is the point.
Just be wary of the time frame. Pushing out as hard, we're not going to be able to stand forever.
You guys have a really solid hold, have had a pretty solid defensive line so far. I'm actually going to start hovering over the blue. I've been neglecting that, and we got to hear some of this local comms, see how they're working on the individual buddy team level. Oh, nasty frag. Almost takes out Top Bun. I'm not sure how he lived through that.
Alright, Bun, update.
I got hit pretty bad.
Where's our medic?
In the bush.
Dwarf goes down as soon as they said that. Where's the medic? Dwarf out on his own. Goes down.
Just went down. It's checked. He was alive a second ago.
23 for the US, 15 for the Russians. Sixfold Boogeyman, only ones holding this northern flank. Let's get an actual count. It's nearing the end game now. I count 7. I count 6 as Partisan goes down for the Russians. Nine, 10 for the US. And 9 for the Russians. 9 and 9, I think.
We're taking contact directly from south.
D-League and Champion on the D-League and Chaplain on the same sandbag.
They're near me. They're just beneath me to my south as well.
Chaplain getting pushed by D-League. D-League has the better angle. Good communication on the local level.
What's that blue smoke marking?
Dix, why don't you track with me up to the top of the hill here?
Yo, where are they? Are they south? Or are they like south and east right now?
Move around us.
Yeah.
Squad 2 doing anything again? But they took out Uzi, so hopefully they'll start to push west. Get them falling back. Because if they fall back directly where they're from, it'll be a good pincer. 1 on the north. What is 1 doing? They got Cuba and Flicker here.
They're pushing us on the east a little bit. Other than that, we're just taking a few losses.
Copy that. Wayne, status.
8 guns up. Break. 1 times BTR destroyed.
Confirm. Start sweeping them up.
Wayne's taking charge of Squad 2. See him pushing west. Yeah, he's getting his full fire or his full squad pushing west except him. Not sure about the choice of leaving him behind, but getting his full squad moving west should be pretty good. Regards to not watching his north though. He's getting run up on by Cuba and Flicker. Cuba's gonna get command. Cuba doesn't know how to shoot and goes down. Or he's gonna go down here.
Did you get him?
Oh, Shukart goes down. So Cuba does know how to shoot. I didn't realize he had tagged him. Sorry, Cuba. Cuba goes down though because he forgets how to bandage. But he was pushing some. Flicker gonna try and push Top Bun. Flicker gets tagged by Top Bun. Man does go down. Flicker gonna just bandage.
I'm pushing with you.
Frag, good frag, really good frag. Oh wow, I thought that landed here. I thought that totally landed here. Wow, bad frag. Okay,
update.
Flicker gonna make it out of this. Hopefully they don't forget about him. Heavy contact. 2 people. Heavy contact.
Okay, we'll expedite.
2 guys.
Copy.
Pull out. Okay, copy.
Alright, we're pulling out Dix, folks. Get the hell out of here.
What? That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
I killed one, I know that. Maybe another one, I threw a grenade.
They gotta defend the point. That's their objective. They forgot about Flicker.
We're collapsing
Hopefully.
your position time now from your east northeast.
Copy. We're gonna try to hold it for as long as possible.
They're just they were shot from over here. I guess they thought that grenade killed them. There's no way they thought that grenade killed them. They saw where it exploded. Six folk hadn't forgotten. He's still looking. Watch movement on the northeast really quick. This is the remainder of the Russians getting pushed by Silent and the rest of Squad 2. Let's go watch. Oh, Zeke and Thor really close too. Zeke goes down. Flicker goes down. So we've got, I count 5 Russians. We've got 4 over here, 1 over here. Where'd Thor go? Yeah, Thor. Hero goes down to Thor. Sorry, I feel like my camera's all over the place. Trying to keep it still.
Contacts almost just died. They're on the west side right now. As well as
Copy, they're on their west side.
I'm not sure. Yes, they're definitely on the west. I can tell you 100%.
Not anymore. Don't divert them. Continue pushing east or continue pushing west from your current position. We'll 100% flank.
They're on our north as well.
How did Hero survive that long? I'm not sure. Hero was in a very awkward position, but Hero's a really solid gunner. So that's probably how he survived, just because he can
We're
shoot.
currently trying to engage mechs now to our direct west, in between the two of us.
Copy.
Silence coming up with on a really solid flank. I can't really go into the map anymore. It's just so many admin cams in one spot. Apprens and Exta pushing onto the U.S. position. They need to get Thor up here with them. Just 3 people might have a good solid push to overwhelm. In the CQB environment, it could be crazy.
Popping smoke in our position from the east.
Copy, they're smoking from your east.
U.S. pushing, coming in. Oh, Thor sees him. Big shot at Skeptic. Skeptic goes down. There's a Prens too.
That it's gonna be right there.
Oh shit, I missed that.
Look at how close this fighting is. It is just like trench line to trench line, dugout to dug, or foxhole to foxhole. Boogeyman goes down to Exta. 32 to 25 for the Russians. U.S. pushing in from the east. Let's see if they can maintain this aggression. Only 2 remaining, right? Exta and Apprens. Thor goes down, yeah.
Yeah, they're heavily on my east, right beside the tent, or right by the radio. I need you guys on me right now.
Right by the tent, copy.
Yeah, the main tent radio.
Hang tough.
There's smoking around here.
Top bun goes down. Good little buddy team by Extra and Apprentice here. They're gonna push in. Do they overwhelm the position? The Dixfolk gonna try and retake. 2 reds are elite, right? Dixfolk sees him. You heard him. He's gonna listen for the. He's gonna hear the dig, and he's just gotta light up the tent. He's gonna light up Apprentice, Apprentice. Missed. He missed. Oh no.
Piss off a lot of ammo.
Dixfolk goes down. Extra and Apprentice gonna try and push, or gonna try and dig this fob. US got to retake. You just need to retake now. Apprentice next. The last two remaining. Are they going to get this? Are they going to complete their objective? Extra's digging. Everybody's pushing. Do they have time to wait? Not digging. X is not digging anymore. Oh, he was digging. Okay, he dug it down. Nice! Russians complete their objective. Russians win, but at what cost? Only 2 remaining as the US are going to sweep through and take them out. Extra goes down. Alex Ryan. Apprend's going to get overwhelmed here. Alex Ryan's going to go... What? Okay, Lex Ryan goes down, looks the wrong way. They gotta know he's not in there anymore. Apprentice goes down to CJ Ryan or possibly Blue Axel. I think that's it. Russians complete their objective, but they lose the battle. Both sides win, yay. That was crazy. That they really managed to pull through. 34 kills for the US, 28 for the Russians. We're gonna go ahead and swap sides, see how each side will play the other side, and see how they will defend / attack their objectives. Stick around, folks, as we get set up for that next round. What do you think the U.S. could have done better to hold them off? What do you think the Russians could have done to have a stronger hold at the end? It is very difficult for the Russians. I don't think those vehicles did as much. I don't think the U.S. mortars did as much as they could. Just not a lot of communication when it came to the mortars. So it was... They just weren't as useful as they could have been, I felt. And Squad 2 just out of the fight for so long, able to re-sweep in there eventually. So I guess it paid off in the end. But their initial position, I don't know, I guess they made it work. I think they just could have moved quicker, I guess. I don't know. I think Blue should have tried a flank to the east like you suggested. Yeah. They made it work. They did eventually move, and they ended up taking a BTR out, so it's not like they didn't do anything. It just took them so long to do something. Blue 2 should have acted earlier. The others fought greatly. I could agree with that. I'm in the good squad. Get set up. What is that? Weird lair. Oh, it's the water. So, welcome everybody to round 2, session 2, squad ops 1 life event. Been waiting for an op that focused on this hill. Thank you guys for this awesome entertainment. You can watch the squad ops. Hope to be playing soon. If you guys are interested in participating in any of these events, check us out at squadops.gg. All you have to do is sign up, take our Squad Ops basic training course, and after you take the basic training, you can then participate in any and all of our events. And they are a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. And signing up on the website also gives you a free whitelist slot to both the Squad Ops squad servers and the Postscriptum servers. So, welcome, yeah, as I said earlier, welcome round 2, session 2, Squad Ops 1 live event, Operation Eagle Peak. I am your commentator for this evening, ShadowedRitual, and, yeah, this is a fun one. Let's listen in to what Storm's gonna say really quick, see if it's something we're talking over. I think he's just getting his squad situated. So, this operation at its core is an attack defense op. U.S. forces holding this hill, Russian forces attacking this hill. But before I go into more detail about what the operation is and read the actual operation situation doc, let's go ahead and go over who will be participating in this op command-wise. For the U.S. team this round, we have platoon lead Storm, with his squad lead Sebi V, Bump, Bam, you just died, and the Lord Shanka. For the Russian team, we have platoon lead Sugarheart, with his squad leads Top Bun, Axe Gaming 22, Clay J, and Wayne Newton.
Hats and lights only. So,
Sugarheart. Somebody created a squad early. Oh, Rayman created a squad earlier. With his squad leads, Top Bun, Axe Gaming 22, Clay J, and Wayne Newton 12. So, should be a lot of fun. Really U.S. sided op, but the Russians made it work last time. Let's go ahead and go into what this operation is about. I'll go ahead and show you the map. Pretty simple. Russians, U.S. start at the point, Russians attack the point. That's all you're going to get out of that map. Let's go ahead and bring up this map.
Go ahead and get in the Logi trucks and trans trucks with the guys that I had
Listening in, seeing if it's anything worth. Okay,
So they
cool. So the U.S. situation reads as: Battalion has tasked your platoon to defend a hilltop that commands a dominating view over a large part of the Yevnivka countryside. View over a large part of the Yevnivka countryside. This hilltop is important for the protection of the vital supply lines between the battalion assembly area and the Yeho airfield, which we've recently captured from the Russians. It is your job to hold the hill until further units can move into the area. U.S. forces, it's a there's a platoon holding this hill, holding these vital roads, connecting airfield to the rest of the supply hub. Russian forces. American forces are continuing their rapid advance through Yehorivka and have recently captured the airfield after a hard-fought battle. Command has found an outpost on a hill overlooking their supply lines, and it is critical that we take the outpost and cut off any reinforcements from coming into the region. They need this to cut off the supply lines. You guys are gonna hold this because it's key to holding the supply lines. What assets are gonna get to? Listening in, making sure somebody can continue to talk over.
And we'll move down to the point.
Yep. So assets that the U.S. will get to hold their points. U.S. assets per squad: 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 medic. Platoon army, what's the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, are 4 light anti-tank kits and 4 heavy anti-tank kits. So from that alone, you'll know the U.S. or Russians have the chance at having a lot of armor. Vehicles allotted are 3 Logi trucks with 500 ammo and 1.5k build. Yes, that is not a full Logi. 1.5k build, 500 ammo is to sort of limit how much they can build and how much ammo they get to rearm. As you see, a lot of it is already pre-done for them, so they don't need to add too much more. We're probably going to see some barbed wire, not a lot of extra sandbags, I'd think. FOB, Eagle Peak, FOB gets 1 mortar and then various defensive structures. Russian assets, what are they going to get to attack this hardened point? Lightly reinforced hardened point, I think is what Dwarf was going when he designed this. Russian assets include 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic per squad. The platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, are 4 RPG 26s, 6 grenadiers, and 1 medic. So a lot of firepower to dig out these U.S. forces, and it was a fight for them the entire way. Vehicles, they get 1 guaranteed BTR 80, 1 logistics trucks with only 500 ammo, and then they get their option of the infantry option or the mechanized option. Last time they chose the mechanized option, which had the 2 MTLBs with the NSVTs. This time we may see the infantry option, which adds 1 trans truck, 2 logistics trucks with 1.5k ammo, 1.5k build, and 1 mortar. So the Russians get 1 mortar. Have the potential to get 1 mortar. We'll see off of live what the Russians will choose. But I think they need it to get into this point. They need somebody who's competent at mortars, somebody who knows how to guide in mortars to really take advantage of the firepower that they can provide. In our one life operations, they are just so powerful if they are manned by the correct team. So what do you think? Last time, so this is the point they're holding. This is the point the U.S. are going to be holding off from the Russians. Last time they came in from the northeast, using about this route here. Generally speaking, they came in from the northeast.
And please,
what do you think? You think there's any other better spots they can come in? Kevin Boneman said that he wanted an op on this hill. That means you've thought about this hill. Where would you come in from?
Alright, let's move to the point.
I think the northeast is probably as good as it's gonna get when it comes to infantry.
No, I haven't handed it out yet.
What is maybe useful for Russians? I think so. The case can be argued for the south push, but east northeast is as good as it's gonna get. They could come in from the town in the east, like down here from Trudeau. Do I have the map up? Oh, I don't have the map up. Stage in Trudeau. But then their deflate, or I guess their tree line would be here. Okay, not bad, not bad. It gets a little exposed if you're trying to move a full platoon here. Maybe if you move a squad in from the village. Come up here. Stage here is a base of fire, or maybe even move down this tree line to get a little closer. But you're pushing, not getting spotted at this point.
Why did Flicker leave my squad? Tell him to come back to the squad.
He told me you exiled him.
No, I said Freebird, not Flicker.
They're getting guys in the right spots.
Alright, he's coming back.
I guess a village. I don't think you can pull a full squad from here because it just gets a little tight around specifically this area. But a squad coming in from the south, from Trudeau, could potentially pay off. Mortars, smoke mortars here. Get across. Cool infantry dash through the open with smoke mortars. Awesome. From the west, this is a bad. You're not. Don't come in from the west. Don't ever come in from the west. Look at that. It's just. What are you gonna do? Kuba was able to come in from the northwest, but he ran in from like here and then pushed in from here, so that doesn't count. But like, don't come in from the direct west. Nope, 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 nope. You're coming in from the south, or the north, or the east. Unless you just want to just like suicide your vehicles in here. I guess you could put your vehicles here and then put infantry going from here to in here. Vehicles staging here. Firing east with infantry moving on the south and northeast, and then pushing in from that. That would be cool. And then if the vehicles are far back enough, they'd be out of range of like any of the lads. I'm convincing myself, but this is obviously ideal situations.
You want me going up like the
Maybe.
west side where it's probably the lowest slope?
Just take the quickest route there.
Copy.
Still waiting on startup. See which route he's gonna choose. Gonna flip or something.
Dude, I almost got crewman just so I could be the commander seat, and I was like, ah, fuck that, I got a shit rifle. Like,
like I did. The iron sights are so hard to aim with it.
No.
that's the only way to go through these little ditches. It's the only way to go through these ditches. Go at them diagonally.
Are we allowed to arm from the Logi trucks and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, but it'll depend on what your squad's assignment is. So we may be 300 meters, 400 meters off. More than that, maybe stay on point.
Just listening into some of the local comms. Not much more to go over this op. It's gonna be a pretty easy attack defense op.
We're the Pathfinder squad for vehicles right now.
To explain it, it's not going to take a lot. Tactically speaking, a lot can go on. Things we probably don't even think of.
Russia's at the same location we were.
We'll see what happens.
At Maine, they don't start. They don't. They don't leave Maine until live.
It's not live yet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not live.
Oh, they don't need a live. Gotcha.
Oh no!
Superior driving skills.
Yeah, superior driving skills.
We came over a little burn.
You mean hop out and hop a wheel?
We're sideways. No, get out, everyone.
Yeah.
Just need a little nudge on the top. It'll knock us right back over. We're just up against the tree. Don't worry, just mount. Hold on. Everybody else walk to the point. They're gonna give us in.
Should we turn the engine off?
Caught on stream for all to see, Bump.
Way to go, Bump. Worst driver ever.
Very helpful.
Yes.
You're welcome. He put them at the bridge. No, hold on. It's a fucking trans. Just run the rest of the way. It's a trans. It's not a big deal.
Oh shit.
We
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
The best.
There you go. What's up, boys?
Do you guys have any opinions on last round? Who do you think
Revy, get in, nerd.
was the standout for this for the Russians last round as they pushed in? Really, the last two guys who held off and managed to dig. Wow, all those guys got off and got run over. The last two guys who managed to hold off the U.S. forces long enough to dig were the real heroes. I'm not sure why the U.S. didn't push in sooner. It seemed like they were very hesitant, like they didn't know how many people were actually there. Ladies and gentlemen of the U.S. Army.
Alright, listen up.
He doesn't know yet. Just come
He doesn't know yet. There. Good. So, only reason you should be using the lodges after live is to grab ammo for your troops. I'm gonna place down the radio.
We're not live.
Yeah, we're not
Let's
live
get
yet.
rallies on for everyone. Rallies down for everyone.
Hi.
Alright.
Hey, Kuba, you're glitching, by the
Listen
way.
up.
You're like
We're
jumping
going to
like this, like... Oh, there you go. It's better now. You're crouched.
That was
and it was-
crouched for some
we're
reason.
gonna lay out the
It
plan
was
real
fucking
quick,
making you
and then you
fly
can
up and
filter
down.
down to your squads.
Gonna
what
listen
you're
into
gonna be doing.
Storm.
Ooh, this could
Alright,
be good.
so
This is where the one you guys got in a standoff, like someone was right here.
you and your
And the
squad,
other guy was right here.
you're going to be split into a 2 fire team element.
It's really
You're gonna have
toxic.
1 fire team here, 1 fire team here. Copy that?
Is that me or is that another cell? I might have missed that.
That's you, bump.
Copy.
Alright. Bam. You are going to be spread out. You're going to have your fire team spread out in the woods below us. You're going to be playing a hit and run tactic, if you can. Alright.
It's on AR mark, down below.
Yep.
So after live, leave the fob radius and head to down there.
Yes. Alright. Then, Sebi and Cyclone. Is Cyclone back or is it still Gonka?
Yeah, I'm back.
Copy that, Cyclone. Cyclone, you are in charge of the marksman marker. Anywhere on that side. Sebi, you are in charge of the HAD marker. Anywhere on that side. Copy?
Copy that.
Make sure you build plenty of fortifications in case they decide to use mortars. If they use vehicles, make sure we set up plenty of cover to nullify their fire. Any questions, anyone?
Do you want my HT LAT to attach to anyone?
Negative. You're gonna keep them with you.
Copy that.
Alright. Disseminate that information down to your squads. We're gonna be going live here in a minute.
You guys are all
Yeah, I gotta walk back to the fob. I got teleported west.
Copy that. Bump. So let's get everything set up as far as the guys go, and money, we will be ready in 4 minutes.
Has there ever been an op where somebody has been allowed a sniper? There's been some campaigns where we've allowed a sniper, but not a lot of our ops have optic. They're playing an active defense. I guess it could work. Yeah. I like this. Splitting up a lot of the stuff that I felt last the U.S. could have split up last round. So it may pay off. Live at 140, live in about 4 minutes. Let's just check out where the just listen into some of the U.S. local comms.
Listen up. All squads, listen up. In the Logi truck that has 1,000 build, do not drop the build. Everyone copy that?
Oh, copy.
Don't drop the build.
Not boom squad, what am I saying?
Weapon squad?
Are we moving these transports or are we leaving them as buried?
Just leave him. Don't get in him, guys.
Stay away from him.
Oh, this is probably alright.
So we can place.
Might want to start building your moment to wait till live.
SL, you want us in this?
Y'all are gonna be on
You
that
want us
mark
in
on
the
hill
lowlands
from us.
there?
Yeah, y'all are gonna be on that little mark down the hill.
Copy.
Wait for live.
You gotta come up here though, Freebird.
Freebird, wait.
Peter.
We have to like wait inside here until like it goes live, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the other radius, not the blue one. Thought it was the white radius.
What are you talking about?
Storm, the man behind it all. Will his plan pay off? Will he be able to hold off the Russians and defend his fob? Or will his fob get dug down like last round? Last time we saw action almost off the bat, the U.S. had maybe 10 minutes to get dug in, which is pretty solid. I like only it was enough time in a maneuver, but not enough time to where it felt like it was dragging on. So I can respect that. Live in about 2 minutes. What are they taking? What are they taking? I see Lodgies. So they're taking the.
Like how far out are you looking?
Wait. I only see Lodgies. Maybe they're not mounted up yet. We'll see. They probably have to render in. Who do you think will win? Who has the greatest strat? I don't know what the Russian strat is, so I really like this defense from Storm. And Storm is a very active commander. He likes to have a very light defense on the actual point proper, and several, sometimes up to 3 squads flanking around, constantly moving, keeping the attackers on the defense, not knowing which direction the Russians or the defensive team are gonna come from. So that's generally the style he likes to play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and we'll see if he can play to the terrain of this. I really feel this active defense can work out for him. He just has to utilize this this open ground effectively.
Keep a rifleman with you. I could attach Mac with you if you wanted.
Yeah, alright.
Copy.
Play ops, or if so, what's your favorite kind of op? I usually commentate ops.
Keep a buddy team up high to watch our retreat if we need it.
Yeah, I commentate a lot of ops. I used to play a lot, and I like to play a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Right now I'm just focused on commentating. And my favorite ops are probably the attack defense ops. These kind of ops, like Whirlwind's one of my favorite ops. My most favorite op is probably Crazy Horse. I just like the Kohat River Valley. Right off the bat, got squads moving out to their chosen positions. We'll go counterclockwise, starting with Blue 2. Check out where they're going to start. But I really like these attack defense ops, like Coyote Ridge, another Yehorivka op, which focuses more on this area. It's a lot of fun to play on. Brand new to squad, even though I haven't played it yet. Trying to get it soon. Any recommendations, like op recommendations? I recommend you play them all. They're all a lot of fun, and then soon you'll develop your favorites or your not so favorites. So off the bat, Blue 2 is gonna push out. As far as I said that Blue 1 should have pushed out last round, they only pushed out to here, which was a great position. Don't get me wrong, I really like that position. Blue 2 just gonna be a little more aggressive and take charge of this low ground here. Blue 3 gonna split up into the 2 fire teams, take charge of here and here. Like it. Blue 4 gonna hold the south. Blue 1 gonna hold the north. So he's only gonna have 2 squads off the point, 2 squads on the point. Okay, not bad. These squads are going to have to be very independent, specifically Squad 2, so far away from each other. And these guys as well. I guess. Yeah, squad 3. Very, very spread out.
Keep a lat with you.
Alright, Bam, let's see if you can pull out this win. This is an Apex.
At what point should we think about falling back?
Good question.
When we're taking a massive amount of fire.
Before you're dead.
Okay. Before I'm dead. I like.
And then liberal.
All right. Well, that's not true.
Welcome to definitely more energetic. Thank you, Vicious. I appreciate that.
Let's back up a little bit. Let's hold.
Frontline radio stream yesterday was awesome. The idea, I've been wondering for a while if there was a possibility of doing it. Yeah, Kevin, we're gonna try and do it more often and for longer periods. Potentially like up to like 3 matches, ideally. But the invasion rounds go so long. Each invasion round is like an hour 45 minutes now. So it's looking like we'll be able to do like two matches at a time. Cause squad can be a tough game to stream. It's a good, I guess in admin game it's a good spectator sport, but like Charmer can't even really stream squad. He has to upload it because it can be real tough to like you can have a lot of downtime, you can have a lot of uptime, but it's really hard to like get that all the time. A lot of action all the time. But in admin game I can fly around when things are getting boring. Like now, I'm gonna go check out other positions. Blue 2 is gonna be there a while. Looks like they're gonna take mortars. I see a lot of logic trucks there. Let's go check out Blue 3's position on the west since they're gonna be the primary point of contact. Very thin defense over here, but they've got the glass. They've got Bump here with binoculars. And will he be able to spot a lot of open ground to come through? They're gonna try from the west. I don't like the idea of trying from the west, not with the vehicle support, but if they have the mortars, use the smokes, use it. What's Frontline Radio? No, Frontline Radio is another kind of stream we're going to try and do, where the commentators will hop into vanilla games on the Squad Ops servers and watch, vanilla gameplay, do the same kind of thing we're doing now, analyze the game, talk about what's going on, and then just more talk with the chat a little bit more frequent, ask questions, they ask questions, give answers, general things, extra kind of stream we're gonna try and bring more Squad Ops content to you guys. As long as you guys are interested in watching, we're interested in streaming it. So Freebird on the, I like this spot here. Where Freebird, who's here? Uzi, Thor, Duke, nice thick amount of trees to sort of hold, and they're gonna be a very solid crossfire on the south. Be probably about another 5-10 minutes of maneuvering from the Russians. They don't have the same vehicles that they've got. Let's actually go check out Russians. These guys are going to be held out for a long time. They're not even going to send anybody to Trudeau. The Russians don't have the same kind of vehicle power that the U.S. or that the Russians had last round. So they're going to take it a lot slower and methodically. Who they putting on? The Dwarf and Boogeyman are on this BTR. A much more important asset now that it's the only one. So it has a much more important role to play. Guys getting situated, getting moving out. Are they going to do mortars from here? Please don't tell me they're not going to do. Okay, they're not. What I like about Squad is it isn't realistic Battlefield or COD because it's not like as soon as you go into a fight. Squad, it takes a good bit until you first get into a gunfight, which makes everything realistic. Yeah, I agree. Squad is much more fun because it's slow paced and it's the comms, in my opinion. That's what makes Squad a fun game to me, is because even if you're losing, if you have good comms, you're trying to maneuver, if you're not getting blasted the entire time, you're able to maneuver, and then sure, if you get in a firefight, you lose. Yeah, I lose most firefights because I'm a bad shot. It's all about my positioning. It's what makes it fun to me. It's just good communications. It's why I like to play with friends more often than not. Now it used to be I could just hop into any game and I squad led a lot, but now it's like I need to play with friends because I need the communication to have fun. All I get to play now is Battlefield 5, and I need a game like Squad and Postscriptum in my life. Love it. Exactly. I've been playing a lot. I've played more Postscriptum than Squad in the recent weeks. But to be honest, I haven't played a lot of both. I commentate a lot, and I'm at all the events. I can't not play the events or be at the events. They're just so much fun. But vanilla games are getting tough. You need that helicopter mod to work. Communication is key. I agree. Still about, what is this, 600 meters away from contact, 3 main point of contact. So far, okay movement. Let's check out exactly what kind of, let's see if we can judge which kind of formation they are in. So far, tactical blob, column, something. You know what? Let's swap teams for a little bit. That's weird.
Are you gonna stay with the mortars, or are you gonna push up with everyone else?
Yeah, I'll probably chill with the mortars.
Alright. Blue for a little bit is going to be Russians. Red will be the US. Let's listen to the blue, or let's listen to the Russians as they try and move towards the US. Because it looks like they're going to take it nice and slow.
Make sure that we maintain space in case they drop mortars.
Okay.
So I may need to move afterwards.
Alright, that's fine.
I think this would work pretty well to come up on.
So,
in my
do you
opinion.
want us pushing command?
No cover down there.
Yeah, but
I see you moving up.
I think in this we're gonna have
We
most of
can't
the
hear
people
you.
looking north
I'm in
because
defilade right now. Keep your heads down, good. I'm in defilade right now, so I can't be seen by the thing or by the position. Get up to a position where you can start getting
well,
eyes
there's also
on.
just no cover anywhere around here.
Yeah, don't cross
I don't
this
want to
field,
turn
right,
in
guys?
too quick.
It looks like the only place where you can get that close is where you are.
Alright, let's move up slowly.
Copy, we're gonna have to support each other on the way across.
It's gonna try and cross
That's how we
from
live and
here.
die.
I saw him in the back while I was reloading.
Okay, Sugar. Let's
Once
see.
we actually get ready to pull the trigger on this move, we'll pull the BTR up. So
Do you want to
get the
put
BTR ready to
mortars,
move.
a few mortars on them to get them in indirect fire shelters, and so they're not focused
The
on
mortars
us
are gonna
moving?
tip our. The mortars are gonna tip our hand if they don't directly see us. So I'd rather just
Okay.
rather just wait. All right, let's make sure we got a nice line going, plenty of spacing. Don't clump up.
Look at that. Who's gonna spot it? Who can spot it? I want to see the Russians get demolished.
When you guys are set, we'll start our move south. BTR, be ready to get the
My
BTR
guy's
ready to
set.
move up.
4 set.
Copy.
Alright. They're gonna start that move. I'm gonna switch over and we're gonna listen to let me figure out how to switch over.
I want the BTR to start moving. 10 seconds after the BTR starts moving, I want everybody else to start moving.
Listening.
Copy.
Okay. That's
Are we moving to... Keep a look, guys. You're gonna be around here somewhere.
I want to say thanks for all the broadcasts. Enjoy them all. Greetings from Austria. How's it going, Modicom? Alright, they're starting.
All quiet here on the west.
Freeze calling all quiet as the move begins. Revy. This is Revy here.
Copy. Contacts northwest, other side of our road, over 400 meters out. Stand by for grid.
Oh, he sees them all.
Alright, Revy, I'm coming to you. Hold on.
Revy spotted them all.
Yeah, I have eyes. I've got contacts pushing our pause. They're currently in the Lima 11-3 grid.
Copy that. You're free to light them up to your dispense.
Yeah, they're pushing into that little river ditch down to our north.
Copy that. They may be headed towards you. Bam. Just keep an eye on it. Is that full platoon there? Bump.
Oh, Bump getting lit up. He may go down here. In not a great position.
BTR west. BTR west.
Copy that on the airfield.
Unknown. It's about west of me. Stand by for grid.
Over my head.
It's somewhere around like the Juliet 12-6 grid.
That's Dwarf. Dwarf and Boogeyman, I believe, were in this, yeah.
Yeah, that was only. I have unknown element to my north, and the BTR is to my west. That's all I've got at this time.
Copy.
Oh, for the love of, could they at least have one two-man recon to probe, not move abreast into the fire zone? Boy. Yeah, they're moving, but it's working, I guess. They most definitely should have gotten lit up on that crossing, but they didn't have an AR properly set up. And now they have a really solid position to move in. They get a step closer, choose in position to flank, but see what happens.
Yeah, they're northwest and north at this
Dwarf
time.
is a really good shot, so he may be able to open up this entire avenue of approach for the Russians to move in. Vehicles moving in like a hawk, like mosquitoes.
BTR though, based off explosive rounds. AP rounds.
Pushing in, they're gonna dump all their ammo, and they're gonna load up this, what's the word? Bob with, ammo for the mortar.
I don't like this spot SL.
I don't like this spot SL.
I'm probably gonna retract OP I'm on if I can get out of contact.
Copy that. Retreat to your south. And then come
Yeah,
back
they got to the definitely. Let's see if they can push over now. The US knows where they are. They look at them. Look at how aggressive they are. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm having my fire team pull off without me. I'm not gonna be able to get out unless the BTR fucks off for me.
Alright, try and crawl out to your south if you could.
Yeah, that's uphill. That's the only way. I'm getting smoked in there, so I'm just staying back.
Oh boy. It's a good call. He's gonna die. That's OP's gotta run. Zeke, D-Leak, Revy's all pulling back as Bump just gets run at. He's gonna try and run at the most inopportune time. Soviet Doge saw him. What is he get? He's running. He's just making a break for it. Bump's not gonna. Their top gun's not gonna peek him. He's gonna make it out. He made it out. I don't know how he did it. He's out.
Prospect grid location.
Red 4 and 5 take over this position. Bump got lucky as fuck, right? Jesus, run Forrest, run.
Copy that. Everyone stand by.
Wow, good job. He needs to just keep pushing out.
Make sure you guys know that it's gonna come
Draw them in. Right now, this is like the back of the mouth. They need to draw them in here and then snap the jaws shut. I wish I could draw on the screen, but 2 swings in here, 3 swings in here. Keep the base of fire here. This is the kill zone.
That's a long shot.
They need to keep drawing them in.
No, I'm not gonna have you do that. I just want you to hold.
He's within 100.
Bump's getting pushed hard. He has no idea. Bump has no idea.
Oh, we're gonna die out here, Bump. I'm out of here.
Copy that.
Bump's dead.
3 is currently being engaged on their northwest. There's infantry on him.
3 goes down. That's a squad lead. First death.
4, I need you to pull at least a buddy team to my position to cover that.
This is 3 Uzis in command for Bump.
Copy that, 3. Pull your fire team off that hill.
Getting overwhelmed by Russians on the northwest. Great approach so far. I think this is the point where they break off. Buddy's like, after some Audi. Where is he? That's Revy who was with them, which is a great call. They should have just kept trying to run. They should have been trying to run this entire time. Getting engaged now. I'm gonna go check out this. Yeah, look, this is gonna be the base of fire now.
Last location, moving from north to south.
I'm reloading, Meg.
BTR is on that hill as well. Say again, BTR is on that hill as well.
Nice fire here.
We're trying to maneuver there and half trying to get a shot at that BTR.
Reloading, Meg.
Jordan, those bursts, Kuba.
Oh, that's accurate. I'm gonna get down after this reload. Yeah, I'm down. Getting cover.
Reloading.
Copy.
BTR is on top of the hill.
Good local comms so far. I'm liking it. Spread out these lats. Don't get too clumped up. US is gonna keep up this base of fire and hold up this entire 2 squads. Red 2 running right into Blue 2. We'll check out that movement in a bit. Look at this base of fire though from Flicker and the rest of his blue brethren. Couple go. Oh, they're not going down. More? Is this smoke mortars?
On the northern side of the hill. They're using smokers on the north side of the hill.
There's a squad of, or sorry, element of 4 just north of my hat. On the
Good. I mean, you can correct these smoke rounds. He's using smoke rounds though. Like, it's amazing. Best commander ever as far as I'm concerned. I love a commander who uses smoke rounds. Like, it's just, they're so useful. They can block off. Like, they can do what those grenadiers are doing right now. They can block lines of sight, allow them to remaneuver, allow them to push through. If they can learn how to creep those smokes forward, they might be able to push through this no problem. But for now, I think they should just put a smoke wall down and then remaneuver on the north. Hook up with 2, push in. We'll go check that out in just a minute. BTR pushes up. BTR pushes up. It's online, lighting things up, and it's so far out of range.
Alright, Partisan, you here?
He's AFK.
Yo, Partisan, stop being AFK right now.
Sorry. Partisan, get your law out.
Taking fire.
Jesus Christ.
Good smoke rounds. Great smoke rounds.
Make sure we have eyes on
But those were HE rounds.
This is really bad. And we might want to add to this train.
Can we like...
Squads 2 still set up in the northeast.
Those were HE. They're gonna switch to HE. Please tell me they switched to HE.
Are you able to hit those guys as they're crossing in the open if they're crossing?
Yes.
Copy that. Good work.
We got eyes on you to the north of Revy. Oh, he just went down.
They're HE mortars on the southeast.
Look at these mortars.
They're spreading their mortars out.
You good?
So they're putting a vehicle on the west like I thought you would if you would approach this. And it's all about how the red team's gonna maneuver from here. They're doing a lot of damage. 5 kills for the US, 3 kills for the Russians. More HE mortars down. Take out 1. Mortars already doing damage. Let's go check out red 2.
West of 2's position. Stand by for grid. Grid's gonna follow. Grid follow November 1399.
November 1399. Got it.
Northeast of Pro.
Copy that.
This is who they see here.
Dragon taking over.
Copy that, Dragon. Currently we have enemies approaching at approximately November 1399. Keep all your security up to the northeast and east.
Copy that.
No! Son of a bitch killed him.
2, are you able to press in on that infantry?
Command, we're taking contact from direct north, 100 meters.
It's just so far out of range. That was a lat shot that went out at that BTR. Just so far out of range.
Okay, looks like they were just to the south of the adjacent hill.
Wimber 13, 9 tree in the open.
Oh, somebody correct. Who's correcting? How much ammo do they have left?
I need you to repeat your last.
Plenty. They've got almost 3,000 ammo.
Go ahead and walk up and engage those guys if you can. Try and catch them from a flank.
Hype Funk's got the flank. Hype Funk has the counter flank of the flank. Bam's gonna get mowed down here. Look at Bam running right into him. Frag. Bad frag. Oh, he just killed himself. Did he kill anybody? He didn't.
Only if they push down the
What?
We do not have vision on the north.
Okay, he could have just wiped the whole squad. And he killed himself. Oh no. He just left the game in shame. He didn't even... Oh no, Pipe Funk, I'm so sorry. Guess he pressed the wrong mouse button and underthrew it. Yeah, blows the cover of this assault from the northeast. Wayne Newton not looking northeast though. Blue 2 might be able to push southwest into Red 2's position, but they need to maintain this pressure. Red needs to maintain pressure if they want to be effective. Mortars counter or overcorrected, but on the right path. At least there's some communication to there's some communication and adjustments. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Copy that. I think mortars are just hitting off.
Who's correcting these?
Squad B should be able to see them if they're trying to come around the south.
Are they baiting them on purpose?
I have no movement on enemy infantry west.
Somebody just went down here in the north.
Copy that. Squad 3, keep an eye out on your 360.
Roger that.
Man, be advised, north side of the fob has been weak. They've been picking off Wad 1 left and right.
Copy that. Squad 2 is moving in to engage.
They see me to my direct north.
Rose goes down to concentrated fire from the northeast, I think. Bragg's out onto him, he's down. Garrett doing a lot of damage. Squad 2 to the north just gets destroyed by Wayne Newton. Takes out at least 3 of them. More mortars take out nothing, but they are pretty close to being on target. Update on kills, 11 for the US, 15 for the Russians. Russians have the upper hand. Blue 2's push on the north destroyed. Red 2's push stalled. Red 5's push stalled. Red 6 reinforcing the fob now. They've still got plenty of mortars. They need to let them fly. Red 3 holding. We're stalled. That's just what we look like. Looks like a stalled game. Let's go check out. Oh, these guys got hit.
Reinforcements on the north? Or are they good?
They're pretty much wiped at this point, so yes, 4.
Okay.
Pull you guys off the,
They did the BTR did take a hit. Okay.
Yep, go right in.
Put a wrench to it. It'll be okay.
Squad 1, I want you to stay where you are.
Roger that.
You're getting reinforced from 4.
Yo, come on, squad 1, lead us down. Taking over.
Copy that, dude. I want you to continue your engagement to your west. Continue pushing and engaging to your west.
Squad 1 is 3 effective. We'll try and comply.
Copy. Let's take it slow.
Completely spotted. Mortars are sort of useful now. I'm not sure what the mortars are doing, honestly. They're sort of covering red suits if they were to still push.
Squad 1 on the crest of the hill.
Copy that. Go ahead and engage them.
Squad 4 HAT is down.
Copy that. Be
Wait, what
advised,
is
the
this?
cart is burning. It's on fire. Probably already popped.
Lord Shonka and Strangelove goes down. Were they the ones who took a shot at that BTR? And the BTR is dead, so I'd assume so.
Orders inbound.
Okay, nice. BTR down. Lord Shonka, Strangelove go down in return. Okay, sorry I missed that. That was intense. Mortars getting closer and closer, and ending up further and further away somehow. I don't know. U.S. forces 14 kills to 21 kills for the Russians. U.S. getting just pushed from all angles, from long distance. What are they gonna do? What a weird command from Storm today. What do you mean by that, Burrito Head? Oh.
Uzi, I'm coming to meet you.
Don't come to me.
10-4.
Oh, I ain't going anywhere, dude.
Okay, I'm pinned.
I'm gonna ammo bag and throw frags all over the place.
Copy that one. Keep them contained.
That definitely didn't hit.
Having the northern team, I was watching that pull back in.
I can smoke you out. I can smoke you to get out. Yeah, they only have one BTR plus mortar.
Yeah, just keep watching.
The mortars that are the most accurate are the smoke mortars, which I love, but it's probably also frustrating for them. They're like, mortar that again, and they miss it entirely. They're getting pushed so hard. I'm getting a nice wide shot to see where exactly they're getting pushed from, because this is all the blue on screen right now. As 3 has fallen back. Yeah, 3 has fallen back too.
Squad 2, is there any way you can make progress?
Stuck on the edge of the hill. Pinned down right now.
Contact east as well.
Well, 2 squads got annihilated down the hill without support. Yeah, see, he's trying to have these guys have support, I think. 2 was supposed to push at the same time as 1. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, 2 shouldn't have been down there altogether. Maybe have a fire team up here. I think their commitment was off. The angle they approached from just got them shredded. Maybe if they had pushed from here and then south, that would have been a better approach. But it seems pushing up the hill, they got shredded right about here. Maybe if they're a little further north. Yeah, or maybe they shouldn't have just been down there altogether. This angle seemed to work out really well for the U.S. last time. This high angle that looked down into it. Maybe that's the angle. I think it's good to be up this close, but maybe it just didn't work out for them in the end. Oh, they're getting so overwhelmed. 15 kills for the U.S., 21 kills for the Russians. I'll go show you the hill I'm talking about. Yeah, like here. Like this looked down into what the Russians were or the U.S. were camping in. Maybe this was a better spot. And then it allows them to command this whole ridge line Hold Lex Ryan. Lex Ryan goes down. Hold this angle. Watch the other side on the northwest if they need to come down. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, this is a great spot. D-Lee goes down to Mortars. Mortars finally on target, doing some damage. But they were all the way down. Yeah, they were all the way down here. And I think this is a good flanking spot, but maybe it's good. Post up here, move there to flank, and then flank from there. Move down through, flank if the opportunity approaches, and then overwatch from here. Yeah, I guess the more we look at it, but we've got that eye in the sky view. We're looking down on it. We can see where exactly people are. They're working with what they've got, and they're just gonna try some stuff. You don't know if it works or not until you do it. And it just didn't pay off for them, because I definitely thought they should be in there as well, so I would have made that same mistake. Bushy getting pushed by like 9 guys, not even gonna name it all. See how many he can take out. Mortars, love the smoke mortars. It's causing so much chaos. Russian just able to push in so effectively. Bag Joe passing up Bushy Church. 8 Adam going down to Bushy Church. Bushy Church goes down. Bag Joe pushing. Oh, they're overwhelming them. King Sugarheart takes out King Salmon first. No, Sugarheart, that's command. Wade Noon and CJ Ryan go down to Partisan. Partisan getting pushed by the northwest. Flicker also goes down. Storm, only one. Storm, Sebby V, and Partisan, only ones I can see remaining. Sebby V gonna hide in here. Storm. Good smokes. They're so disorienting, isn't it? Like, what do you look at? Who do you look at? Where do you look at? It's just the chaos the Russians able to just push through. Owned by myself. Pipe Funk, is that you? We saw that. It was caught on stream. Storm goes down on the flank. Tries to take out Sugarheart. Doesn't manage it. Kuba. Or no, Chaplain manages to bandage. Debbie Partisan goes down. Debbie V. Debbie V alone. Or not. I guess other people. E-Fink and Godzilla Pro. They're pushing. Sebby V. Sebby V taking shots to Top Bun. Top Bun goes down.
To go west and then cut north. Yeah, I got the buddy team pulling on the northwest right now. We're gonna engage him on the north.
Oh, there's more. There's way more lives than I thought. 1, 2, 3. Like 8 versus 4 or 5. Wow. 23 kills for the US, 28 kills for the Russians. Still anybody's game. I see 5 on the point proper. Duke's pushing up to Sugarheart. Sugarheart's not looking. Duke takes shots and misses. Takes shots at Skeptic and misses. Soviet Dog pushing E-Fink and who's this? Godzilla Pro pushing Soviet Dog and Sugarheart.
One fire team on our Logi truck.
Alright, I'm in command of squad, whatever the fuck I am now. Bring contact 155, 155.
Sugarheart, Lima Bean, Skeptic, only 3 remaining that I can see. He thinks pushing hard. He needs to move. He thinks not looking. There he goes. Takes out Sugarheart. He's Skeptic. Takes out Skeptic. Lima Bean, last one remaining.
I dropped 2.
Duke sees Lima Bean. Duke takes out Lima Bean. How many remaining?
Copy. Good shit.
4.
Watch out.
The mortars. The mortar still has rounds. They just didn't use the mortars enough, I guess. They should have just gone crazy with them.
Squad 3, we gotta worry about mortarmen and clear this compound out. Copy.
Let's get a count. I see 4 Russians versus 5. 4 versus 5. Took a few with, yeah, you did, Skeptic. Yeah,
Holy
we
shit.
saw.
I got no Sam.
Check those bushes.
Gods have blessed us.
6 versus.
Squad 4 is gonna watch west-northwest for Mortimer coming in. We're gonna actually go into trench up north.
Roger.
Doing a bad job looking for Mortarman. You'd already spotted him.
Spread out here, try and conceal.
I don't like this. I don't like the idea of being so aggressive with so few people.
I think I saw him.
Where at?
West-northwest.
Copy. Possible enemy Mortimer west-northwest coming in. We're gonna wait for them. Alright, wait for them. They're in 200 meters, so you got a good shot. Get.
They're waiting for these other two. So it's 5 versus 6. I hope they all get into the Logi, and then who's this? Godzilla Pro can get a clean shot off and just blow it up. That would be amazing. First up, lots of awesome, Skeptic. Awesome. Hope to see you back. We'll see Fulcrum and who's this? Psycho Sniper. Reconnecting with Clay J and friends. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't just drive the... They drove the Logi like 10 feet. Come on, guys. Let's go. Thank you, Frankie Crap. I'm late just a little bit, Frankie. You're nearing the end game of round 2. So you're probably going to have to catch it on the VOD. About 6 on 6 remaining. U.S. forces managing to hold off the Russians so far. But Russians rehooking up with the remainder of their their mortar crew. And they're going to try and get in. Fulcrum just going to like suicide in.
It's coming in direct.
Getting engaged. Getting hit by the rocket. Fulcrum gonna bleed out. I believe Fulcrum goes down to Freebird.
Doubt it though.
Alright, so if the full squad was in there, they'd have died.
It was.
That's fine.
Yep. We got shots direct west. That was a distraction. Called the distraction. Northeast, east. Called it, dude. I still went for it.
Godzilla Pro pushing up on the Clay J. Clay J sees him first. Godzilla Pro goes down. E-Fank.
Oh, fuck. No. Uh-oh.
I don't know. E-Fank's not gonna be able to see them. He's not looking the right direction.
They're inside, to the direct northwest. 3.
He does see him. He sees Viper. Takes out Viper. Gives his position away to Clay J. Clay J's gonna see him.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Good frag. This may take him out. Ooh, close.
Motherfucker. I heard it.
Will it be on YouTube? Yes, it will. It'll be on YouTube. Most likely Monday is when I generally release the full weeks of videos.
Fuck you too. Take my nade. Be it.
Are they to your direct north?
Direct north. Throwing frags. Me.
Clay J's gonna get. Efang's gonna get run up on by Clay J. Clay J actually breaking contact here. Having a gunfight with Uzi. Clay J goes down.
Coming in.
Directly west.
Efang takes a lat shot from Psycho Sniper. Can't take the sniper, he'll snipe you with the lat. Uzi sees not an NSA spy and gives him a lat for his trouble.
I just hit one with a fucking lat.
Alright, 33 for the US, 32 for the Russians. Down to the wire. I see 3 remaining for the US. Versus 1. Actually, I think Psycho Sniper just went down to Uzi. Yeah. Or Freebird, yep. There it goes. US has managed to hold off the Russians. Not this time. Unfortunately, Russians don't even manage to dig down the fob. But good rounds for both teams. They did it was a lot of fun to watch. A lot of action right off the bat. And yeah, pretty solid op. Dwarf, the creator of this op. If you got any feedback, shout out to him. Blow up his inbox. If you're interested in participating in these events, check us out at squadops.gg. If you like what you saw, and give us a follow at twitch.tv/squadops. We would really appreciate it. We also upload these videos onto YouTube, youtube.com/squadops. I was your commentator for this evening, ShadowedRitual, and we will catch you on Saturday for some more Squad Ops 1 Life action. Until then, we will catch you later.